Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths Revision Classes by Karthik sir. Now let us continue with class 10th Polynomials chapter. Before I continue with the class 10th topics, I would like to revise some of the class 9th topics that we have studied in polynomials. One of the topics is remainder theorem. So let us see what is remainder theorem. Now remainder theorem states that if p of x is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and a be any real number, then the remainder obtained on dividing p of x by x minus a is p of a. More correctly, we can say if p of x be a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and a be any real number, then the remainder obtained on dividing p of x by x minus a is p of a. Now let us understand this with the help of an example. For example, p of x is equal to x square minus 2, and I would like to find out the remainder when p of x is divided by x plus 3. So one of the method is to long divide x square minus 2 with x plus 3 and then we will get the remainder. But using remainder theorem, we can easily find the remainder without doing the long division method. Let us see how we can do it. Here a will be equal to minus 3. If I compare x plus 3 with the expression x minus a, then I will get a equal to minus 3. So the remainder here will be equal to p of minus 3, which is equals to minus 3 whole square minus 2 equal to 9 minus 2 equal to 7. So we can easily find that 7 is the remainder when x square minus 2 is divided by x plus 3. You may note down the content by pausing the video. Now let us take a question based on the application of remainder theorem. The question says, find the remainder when p of x equal to x to the power 51 minus 1 is divided by x plus 1. Now two things which we have to check is, one is that the polynomial that which we are dividing with should be a linear polynomial. So here x plus 1 is a linear polynomial and p of x is any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. So both the conditions satisfied, we can apply remainder theorem here. According to remainder theorem here, again if I compare this with x minus a, I will get a equal to minus 1. So the remainder is equals to p of a, which is p of minus 1. Which is minus 1 raised to 51 minus 1. This turns out to be minus 1 minus 1, which is minus 2. So the remainder obtained on dividing x to the power 51 minus 1 by x plus 1 is minus 2. Now let us discuss factor theorem, and another very important theorem in case of polynomials. Factor theorem states that if p of x is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and a be any real number, then it states two things. First thing, it states that if p of a is 0, then x minus a is a factor of p of x. Now this comes through remainder theorem only. If p of a is 0, it implies that x minus a, on dividing p of x by x minus a, the remainder is 0. So therefore obviously x minus a will be a factor of p of x. Now secondly, it states that if x minus a is a factor of p of x, then p of a is 0. In other words, अगर x minus a factor है p of x का, तो remainder जो obtain होगा on dividing p of x by x minus a, it will be 0. So according to remainder theorem, P of A is 0. So therefore we can say that If x minus a is a factor of p of x, p of a is 0. Let us try to understand this with the help of an example. Suppose p of x is equals to x square minus x minus 6. Now here if I see that if I put p of 2, p of 2 is 2 square minus 2 minus 6. Sorry, let us take p of minus 2. Now p of minus 2 will be equal to 4 plus 2 minus 6, which comes out to be 0. So here I have a situation in which p of minus 2 is equals to 0. This will imply from the first statement that x plus 2 is a factor of p of x. Conversely, if I say that if x plus 2 divides x square minus x minus 6, then definitely p of minus 2 will be equal to 0. You may note down the content by pausing the video. Now let us take another question based on factor theorem. The question says factorize x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 by using factor theorem. So here we will apply hit and try method in order to factorize a cubic polynomial using factor theorem. Let us take the expression for this polynomial as p of x. So I will write p of x equals to x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Now let us try to find out the value of x for which the polynomial becomes 0. Let us put, firstly we will put x equals to 1. So p of 1 equal to 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square minus 1 plus 2. If the content is not visible correctly, I am repeating, it is p of 1 equal to 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square minus 1 plus 2. On solving we will get 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus 2. This happens to be 0. This comes out to be 0. So in the first trial we got that p of 1 is 0. Now if p of 1 is 0, according to factor theorem I can say that x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. Since p of 1 is 0, I got x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. Now we will do long division of x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 with x minus 1, since it is a factor, and find the quotient. So let us do long division. X cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2, and we will divide it by x minus 1. Now the first term is x cube and here it is x, so we need an x square. We need to multiply x square to x in order to get x cube. So I will get x cube and minus 1 into x square will be minus x square. So on subtraction the signs will change. This becomes minus, this becomes plus. X cube and minus x cubes get cancelled. And what is left? Minus 2x square plus x square. This comes out to be minus x square. And we'll note down the other terms, minus x plus 2 as it is. Now I need a minus x in order to multiply x with minus x. I'll get minus x square. So here I'll take minus x. Now x into minus x is minus x square and minus 1 into x is plus x. So this sign changes, this becomes plus, this becomes minus, this gets cancelled out. Minus x becomes minus 2x plus 2. Now in order to make minus 2x from x, I need a minus 2 here. So we'll do a minus 2 here. I'll get minus 2x plus 2. And of course the remainder will be 0. As you can see, all the terms get cancelled. Now please note down, I'll rub the left hand side in order to complete this solution. So from this long division I can say that p of x, the polynomial, is equals to x minus 1 into x square minus x minus 2. Now x square minus x minus 2 can be easily further factorized using splitting the middle term. So I have x square minus x minus 2. Here sum is equals to minus 1 and product is equals to minus 2. Sum is the coefficient of x, that is minus 1, and product is the product of the constant term and the coefficient of x square. So here it is minus 2. Now we have to think of two numbers whose sum is minus 1 and product is minus 2. The numbers are minus 2 and plus 1. So I can say that this is equals to x square minus 2x plus x minus 2. So instead of minus x, I wrote minus 2x plus x. Now in this first two terms, I can take x common. I'll get x minus 2. And in the next two terms, I'll take 1 common. I'll get x minus 2. So I'm taking x minus 2 common from both the terms. I'll get x minus 2 into x plus 1. So I can say that our polynomial p of x is equals to x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x plus 1. This is the correct or the complete factorized form of this polynomial, x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. You will note down the solution by pausing the video. Alright, so let us take another question. Question says that determine if x plus 1 is a factor of the polynomial x cubed minus x square minus 2 plus 2 root 2, sorry 2 plus root 2x plus root 2. Now here what I will do is I will apply factor theorem and simply put x equals to minus 1 to check whether this polynomial becomes 0 at x equals to minus 1 or not. If it becomes 0, then definitely x plus 1 is a factor, otherwise x plus 1 is not a factor. So let us assume that p of x is this polynomial x cube minus x square minus 2 plus root 2x plus root 2. Now put x equals to minus 1. I took minus 1 because here a is minus 1. On comparing x plus 1 with x minus a, I will get a as minus 1. Now p of minus 1 comes out to be minus 1 whole cube minus minus 1 square minus 2 plus root 2 whole times of minus 1 plus root 2. Now on solving, I will get minus 1 minus minus becomes plus 2 and plus root 2 plus root 2. Now clearly this states that this minus 2 and minus 2 gets cancelled with 2, but I will get 2 root 2 here. Now 2 root 2 is not equal to 0. Since this p of minus 1 is not equal to 0, I will say that x plus 1 is not a factor of p of x. You may note down the content by pausing the video.